think a scholar is someone who looks for deeper meaning within their work rather than just looking for quick answers like how we did back in high school just to get A's. A scholar, I think when you're in college, you transform into a scholar. You're looking for a deeper meaning within your work and research because you're actually trying to find something that interests you and what you're going to major in.
To me, meaningful scholarship is when you have a passion for learning and you have a genuine interest in what you're learning for the sake of gaining knowledge, not necessarily because it's a requirement, not because you're told to learn it, but because you want to know about things around you, about the world, about history, culture, facts, math, the way that the world works. And so I think that when it's driven by requirements and you don't have a desire to learn something for the sake of gaining knowledge, that's not meaningful scholarship. But having a passion for learning is meaningful scholarship.
Scholarship is a dedication to learning and succeeding to explore all the disciplines that interest a person. It is obtaining and analyzing a variety of knowledge and sharing it with others. Scholarship is more than just acing your exams and getting a 2400 on your SATs. For pure scholarship includes research in a particular field and examining the context of a course in an original manner.
Scholarship to be meaningful, I think it always has to be in a community of dialogue with other scholars. So scholarship can't exist in a vacuum. I mean, you could go out there and do a bunch of work and research on your own, but then you won't be contributing to the ongoing conversation of scholarship. So I think that's really probably the most important thing, is just that you're really contributing to the ongoing scholarly conversation. Just that awareness of what you're contributing and bringing to the conversation, how you're innovating what people have done before you, and how then you're setting it up for people after you to keep adding to it. Yeah, I think that's probably the gist of it. And then just to be a meaningful scholar to begin with, you have to already know the history of what you're researching, or just an awareness of whatever field you're working in to be able to add to it. So there's a certain depth of knowledge that's required to begin with.
I believe scholarship is learning. It's the continual pursuit of knowledge. And it's important to me because it continues our growth intellectually, whether it's in an academic setting or even scholarship outside of an academic setting, just learning about the world and our place within it.
Scholarship is the investigation of what is unknown or what we want to know more about. And the university is the primary place where scholarship is conducted, also at think tanks and private institutions. And scholarship is really important because it is how we find knowledge. It's knowledge acquisition. It's how we find out more about the world. It's how we learn. Without scholarship, none of us would be here. Without scholarship, we wouldn't know anything about other people, other cultures, the planets, the solar system. So scholarship is very important.
Meaningful scholarship to me would be the willing to learn, the ability to have an intuitive want to actually find out new things. Going to class is all well and good, but it's what you do outside of class that really will show all your scholarship abilities. If you look up new things, if you keep abreast of the news, if you do all the stuff that's extracurricular, that's really what meaningful scholarship is, because everyone goes to class. It's not everyone that actually does the extra stuff.
My feeling on scholarship is that it's not just books and memorization of facts. It's really a process of proficiency. It's the way you apply yourself to the study of a subject. And that subject may cross disciplines, as most subjects do in academia and beyond. but it's a comprehensive effort to learn that subject, and in order to gain the potential of contributing to the study of that subject by yourself or by others.
Meaningful scholarship means knowledge resulting from study and research in a particular field. In my own life, in my high school environment class, I needed to write a research paper on carbon emissions, and I was able to use someone else's scholarship to further my own paper. And in life, or in my own current life, I've been able to lower my carbon footprint because of how much I learned from someone else's scholarship.
Scholarship to me is the way in which a person strives to achieve something they set forth to, and not just book related, but the way somebody applies what they want to learn and what they want to achieve into real life. And everybody's scholarship is different, but scholarship is the way somebody strives, and the key word that I think scholarship coincides with is passion. Because once you have a passion, you'll achieve the scholarship. You'll achieve it by learning through reading and knowledge, but you'll also achieve it by applying it to real life situations.
Meaningful scholarship to me is the quest to consistently and constantly challenge yourself, to always question what's around you, to live curiously, to always try to discover new things, to push the boundaries of your thinking, to never be complacent with where you are. Research in that form is the only true meaningful way that I can describe it. Meaningful research also includes a struggle for comprehension and not a struggle for regurgitation. Developing your own beliefs, your own perspectives is crucial. Study others, but develop your own.
I think the definition of scholarship is dependent upon who's given the answer. Scholarship could be an idea of continual learning, lifelong learning, or it could be based on the completion of a specific degree program, as in a 4-year college degree or a master's program or a doctoral program. And then the question arises, are you still a scholar upon completion of that program? But personally, to me, I think being a scholar or scholarship is being a lifelong learner, because you never stop learning. There's always something new that you can learn.
A scholar is someone who seeks new opportunities for learning, whereas a student is someone who does the work to get passing grades. A scholar is someone who does the work to actually learn.
So what do you define as meaningful scholarship, Coach Reed?
I would first of all say I think what you mean is scholarship learning. It is teaching to you how to critically think out issues. It's not memorizing dates, but to take an event or a fact and then to logically and critically analyze issues around any type of discussion, to broaden your mind, to participate in what we'd call, I would say, scholarly discussion in appropriate English and appropriate writing. That's how I would define scholarly learning.